Yeah, this happened. It's a little while back, but it resonates with me a lot. Um, what had happened is that I was in Miami, and I ended up in a conversation with a gentleman. He's from Haiti, so he's like, "Oh, Yardi," you know. So I say, "Yeah, I'm Jamaican." He's like, "Oh, so take over that, man. It's so become our place. So take that over." So I say, "How is that?" So he went on to tell me that, well, you know, a lot of his people are in Jamaica, and him and the Dans them down there kind of run things. So he went on to ask me a question. He said, "When is the last time have you seen a coup in Haiti?" And I mean, that was all before the killing of the president and before what is happening currently. So I said, it's been a while. I haven't heard from the last time when they had Mr. Aristide removed. I heard of anything. And said, because you know why? So I said, no, he's like, because we send all the guns them to Jamaica. So I said, how is that? He said, yeah, we send all, we exchange guns for food or meat, and sometimes, we exchange it for women. So I said, how is it with women? It's like if we see a girl and we like her, we just tell the Dan that we want the one, and she wake up on the boat. So if in the event that she wake up and want to fight her stuff, either throw her off or we take her to Haiti and turn her into a prostitute. That pisses me off. Excuse my language. Yeah, but that just that got out a bit. But yeah, it really ticks me off when that statement came out. Wow. But I went on to make some inquiries, from my former colleagues and from headquarters, and yes, they are cognizant of the time of people being, we've been having a lot of young females missing and young people missing and stuff. They were cognizant of that occurring. Wow. So yeah, it is things that's being investigated still, but it's not a nice feeling. It doesn't give me a good feeling of what is happening. And right now, I empathize with what is happening with what is happening in Haiti. But I think we really need to do some inquiries before taking in an influx.
Yeah, I noticed there was even last week, it was a news article that Asians in Jamaica is saying, don't bring them, come here. It's sad, but they need to find another place in Jamaica, in Haiti to be. But the things that they're running from is what the Asian is going to come here. You hear anything of that sort? I don't know if you read that article that the Ivy, but I read it.
Yes. I did read it, and extensively. As a matter of fact, I think uh, Cliff Hughes made it a part of his monologue for the opening of his show one day, and he quoted at length what the person was saying, that the 80 that he left from to come to Jamaica 10 years ago or so is not the same 80 that is in 80 now. It's a totally different ball game in terms of how the country has degenerated, and that he empathized with the government for not wanting to take any of the refugees and to summarily send them back. Those were the sentiments expressed. But you're right. So to your question, yes, those were the sentiments.
I that sent chills to my body, even though I have heard stories before, so we are pretty much aware of the culture and the behavior of the Asian. But given the crisis now, should we just said note to the Haitians, Dr. Rupert Francis?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, brother Paul. Ivy, how are you doing?
Greetings, Dr. Francis. I'm well, I trust you
For
are.
about a week, but that's long enough, right?
Yes.
You guys read a lot. I've been immersed in the Haiti thing. Good evening, brother Glenford. How are you?
I am the best, sir. Thank you.
This man is singing all over the place and making waves overseas. So I want everybody to listen to him. He's really quite good. And yes, seems to be getting younger. Now back to Haiti. This concerns me because I did say something on my platform recently that I said something and somebody responded, do not use the word Haiti and Jamaica. That I said that we could become a Haiti if we are not careful. And somebody said that do not use Haiti and Jamaica in the same sentence. And I said, why do you say that? And they're telling me, what? Hey, I said, look, I know that a lot is going for us in Jamaica. But then somebody put out a frame of something that had happened in Jamaica in 2010 with the Tivoli incursion, where the gunmen were fighting the policemen and soldiers at the same time, if you remember it, and they had burned a couple of police stations and so on. So I'm saying that happened in 2010. And we have far more weapons, and we know it's coming from Haiti.